All right, man. Let's talk about this interview Kid Austin did with the Boxing Boy. Shout out to my boy Brandon over there too. Um, and I don't know if that was his father or whatever, but let's just listen to what he said. Right? A lot of people said, "Well, we already knew this," but intellectual property.
All of them said contract.
Floyd, why you smiling? Why you smiling, Floyd? Because when you heard Al's name, you smiled, champ.
And that contract was whack.
Yeah.
It is. The business is the paperwork.
Okay. How whack? What does whack mean? Like what? It was like, open ended on the fights? Because it seemed like PBC fighters don't get to fight when they supposed to or want to. So was it that? Like they couldn't guarantee you dates? What was whack? Was the money whack? What was whack?
The thing that's whack is the control. Most fighters don't realize they are independent contractors.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And so if you're 1099, for somebody to come take all your control, where they can own your name, they can own all that at the end of your thing, and then they have first dibs once the contract ends. You can't go to somebody else. You gotta allow them to sit there and say, no, we're gonna match this and do. No, that's too much control. We our own brand, our own company. So we gotta.
Now, hold on. I'm gonna break this up. So you heard him. He said they're 1099 contracted workers. Now, do y'all know exactly what that is? I've been a 1099 contracted worker, and when that comes, you're an independent employee. That's pretty much what that means. You're an independent employee, and you supposed to take your own taxes out, right? You supposed to take your own taxes out. And it's up to you. And most, music artists, I could be wrong here, are in the same boat. They're independent contractors. So you're an independent employee. But it seems like under Al Haymon, he wants you to be an independent employee, but he wants to control. Hold on, let's run that back because I want to break this all the way down.
It is. The business is the paperwork.
Okay. How whack? What does whack mean? Like what? It was like, open ended on the fights? Because it seemed like PBC fighters don't get to fight when they supposed to or want to. So was it that? Like they couldn't guarantee you dates? What was whack? Was the money whack? What was whack?
The thing that's whack is the control. Most fighters don't realize they are independent contractors.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And so if you're 1099, for somebody to come take all your control, where they can own your name, they can own all that at the end of your thing, and then they have first dibs once the contract ends. You can't go to somebody else. You gotta allow them to sit there and say, no, we're gonna match this and do. No.
So you heard him. You don't own. He owns your name. For you to be independent, he wants you to continue to be. He wants you basically to be an employee, right? But remain independent and not offer any of the benefits that an employee get: 401k, health insurance, life insurance, some of all that shit, travel expenses depending on your job. So, and he owning your name, and then he gonna get to the intellectual property part. And then when he basically telling you everything that you need to know. Why don't these fighters leave? Why when you don't see PBC contracts coming up? Yeah, you seen Jamel Herring, Vanis Monterosian. You seen some people contract end up being able to go. Al Haymon allowed David Benavidez. He allowed David Benavidez to go over the top rank, but Samson Boxing, Samson Whiskey, the owner of Samson Boxing, who probably the best eye for talent in boxing right now. He basically, had legal grounds, and Al Haymon returned the money, and obviously, he had, go back with Samson Boxing, remain with PBC. Look how Al Haymon just did. Look how he literally just did. Look how he literally just did, Sam's to the whiskey, and that's somebody that's supposed to be his man's. Somebody who, he found Fondor. And look how he did him. It's a business. And for him to own your name, dude, you understand that's like Prince and Morris Day in the time. Morris Day still trying to get that name back, and Prince family won't release that name. So think about that for a minute. Think about it. And they were smart enough not to take the money, and go sign. I don't know. I think it's signed with Matchroom. I could be wrong. I looked this up. They were smart enough not to take the money, right? And they took the ownership. That's like the Jason Weaver story, where I think they were set to give him a flat fee of $1 million, something like $2 million to do Lion King or whatever. And he said no. His mama said no. We're gonna take like $250,000 and we're gonna take the royalties and shit. Right? We're gonna take the ownership. You know what I'm saying? And he did an interview on DJ Snitch TV, and he said that he done made way more than that money, whatever the price was. Like I think it was like $2 million that they offered him. He done made way more than that over the course of time. And people got to understand ownership. If somebody can hand you $18 an hour or $25 to work, you really probably worth $40, if damn near $50 an hour really to that company. You're really worth that. Anytime somebody pay you, you are an employee. That's the mindset that you got to have. And that's why how people that mentors that know how money work, they don't want to pay you. They want you to go out there and earn your own money. And once you can earn your own money, you're a boss. You're a boss. You're a boss. So somebody got to give you money. And so somebody, they make money and somebody dispense it out to you, you're not a boss. You're not. Now, if you able to make the money and pay other people or however you want to do it, pocket it, whatever, you're a fucking boss. Come on. You do want your name, bro. And most people are going to see that amount of money or say what I can make. And it's a mistake, bro. But let's carry on.
Oh, that's too much control. We our own brand, our own company. So we gotta get in the contract where it's mutually okay. And they wasn't willing to negotiate a mutually okay contract. We're not gonna give up our intellectual property, our image, our name. Ain't no guarantee on how many fights we're gonna get just whenever you decide to give us.
No guarantee.
No, it's no guarantee. Oof.
So you heard them. They image, they likeness. It's the same thing with UFC. You gotta ask yourself why Al Haymon ain't thought to put a boxing game out. He on all that from them. Image, likeness, name. Come on, and there's no guarantee on when you gonna fight. I remember, what's my man's name? His dad used to be on here. Money Powell father said that they never knew when they was gonna fight. They would just randomly call them and say, y'all ready? And that's how they got their fights. There's no structure. So I can go a whole year without fighting and making no money. Come on, and then if he advances you some money, it's gonna be taxes on it. Or it's gonna be strings attached to the money that he paying out. Come on. Think about that for a minute, bro. And most people just see the money, but damn. Take the money, man. Too much money, man. It's like the Wu-Tang, bro. If you ever watch the TV show, when they was getting offered a lot of money from record labels, but it wasn't what RZA really wanted. He wanted for them to be signed as a group and have the option for them to be signed to other record labels as individual artists. And they said, well, that's never been done before. We don't do that. So, people was offering him big money, and Wu-Tang niggas that was in the group didn't understand he took significantly less from Loud Records because they came to a mutual agreement that, he will sign the group, but he will get the first dibs to match any offer from any other record labels, and if he couldn't match them offers, then they can stay, and then they can walk. Def Jam was willing to do that. None of them was willing to do that. That way, he took less money, but he got the control. He got the fluidity. He got the versatility, whatever you want to say. You know what I'm saying? Now he controlled what goes on with his artists, with his homies. He put them in the best position. It's not putting all their eggs in one basket. They get pissed off at old dirty bastards, so they want to shelf everybody. They couldn't do it. And if you really believe and you really got the vision, you really got the passion and all that, anything is possible. When you worth something, or your services are really, really good, you can make it happen. And this young man is very, very fortunate to have that man right there to understand all of that shit. Just as Jason Weaver, and we had his mother and RZA, he had his previous experiences with Tommy Boy Records. That's where Jesus Christ. Shit. Who's in the Uptown Anthem and Hip Hop Parade? Man, I'm drawing a hella blank right now in my mind. That's where Naughty by Nature. I don't know why. Shout out to Tretch, Vinny, and them. That's where Naughty by Nature, got their start, and that's what the record label they was with. So like I said before, man, ownership, bro. It's everything. Master P been preaching that since day one. And he lucky to have that man here. It's ownership. He's from Austin, Texas. He was born in Jersey, Austin, Texas. 81% knockout ratio, 20-0. So he pretty much a kid. He fighting the guys he need to fight. Who he signed with, though? Let's see if we can find who he signed with. So he was homeless at one point. That's what this article say. He was homeless at one point. So let's see if we can pull up his website. Got his own logo. Al probably would have owned that shit too. So he got somebody that got his best interest. Website A1 is with Floyd Senior right here. Hold on. You do philanthropy, obviously. You seen that? I want to say with Eddie. I definitely could be wrong. Oh, that all. Let's see. I want to say with Eddie. Let's see. So I don't know who he with, bro. Honestly, I don't know who he with. Hold on. Let's see if we can find somebody in the comment section, obviously. But let's see. So hold on, bro. Let's see. He was Golden Boy, I think. Yeah. He was Golden Boy. I don't know about that, but hey, it is what it is. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all our notifications, increase your chance of notification. We go live and drop video. Financial want to support the channel. Cash App, $CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. Hit the link tree. You can find on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, the whole nine. Appreciate the love and support. Let me know in the comment section. Check out the Boss News playlist for more videos like